Today is project day. I am going to paint the two cabinets in the laundry room, but I came to Home Depot first because my hubby wants me to put some shelves in, like in between the cabinets. I'm gonna try to do that first. I've never done that before, but hey, just YouTube is your best friend, and if I do it wrong, I am so sorry. They may or may not be crooked when I'm done, but hopefully not. I bought the wood. I had somebody cut it precisely to the measurements. I'm hoping exactly on the measurements, but I had to wait for a while. I was here kind of waiting around, and then I got some what are the things called in the bottom? Like, I don't know what they're called, but to put that, I'm gonna put a piece of wood in the back, and I didn't know what screws to get, so I was kind of getting a little overwhelmed. But I want to do it because I want to start with that project like already. So I'm driving, or I'm here in the parking lot, but I'm gonna drive home and do that. But I might pick up something to eat first. I'll bring you guys along so that we see if we fail or win at this project. The painting shouldn't be bad. The painting should be okay, but it's the putting the shelves on that's gonna be the trick for me. Come along. This is our laundry area. Ta-da! Okay, so I will hold on just 1 second. Just open. I am going to paint these two. I hate that there's no light in here. I mean, why would there be? Because there's like a small little area, but I still feel like there should be like a light here in the middle. But we don't have one. We only have this one right here. So this will have to do for now. I think I am gonna buy maybe like something to put up there. One of those like rechargeable ones, put it in there. But these two cabinets I am going to paint, so I just need to take everything out. We have the towels in here, and as you can see, like, they don't fit, so we want to put the towels like up here, and then over here it's a mess, but we have like the laundry detergent, we have like some rags, some clean rags, and all of that. So all of that is going to be probably stay in there. Like, we're gonna hide like all the products and just have this like for linens. So I'm going to paint those first, and then I'm going to put some shelves in here because Pete has been asking me for a while to put some shelves for him, and I'm gonna try to do it. I'm not great at it, but I'm gonna try to do it. And then we're gonna take out our washer and dryer, and then I have to clear out whatever this is. This is the hamper of our dirty clothes, and then in the back we have stuff that I'm sure that we can get rid of because we need that space, or I want that space. So I want to move this that way, except if we put it too further that way, like it won't open completely, I don't think. So I'm gonna try to do that and then take it from there. Or actually, I'm gonna take everything out, paint it, and then figure out what we can do with this. Halfway through this genius idea of moving these ginormous machines by myself, I realized it was a two-person job, but of course Pete wasn't here, so I had to do it on my own, just like a single mom who works two jobs. But boy, were these heavy. I struggled with the dryer more than with the washer for some reason. It took me a while to get it out of there, but I finally did it because, you know, I'm strong and independent, and I don't need anybody except to bring me food and to take care of me when I'm sick, and to love me and to hold me and to everything else. And then took the washer out too. This one wasn't as heavy. I was able to kind of move it as I needed, except it was getting stuck with the tile. So I tried not to scratch it because I don't want my husband to kill me, but if something happens to me, know that it was him, and it was because I scratched the floor with the washer. I will deny this forever, and if he asks me, I will say it was a fever dream of his, but I did move the washer without turning off the water, so it was going everywhere, and now I'm here trying to mop it up and sweep up, although it's a good thing because there was a lot of dust and everything that we had to take care of down there because it was absolutely gross. There were so many things up here that I didn't even know what to do with them. Like, who needs that many rags, or who needs that many dust towels? There was some packs up here that we don't need. There was even a dishwasher cleaner soap, which we don't even own a dishwasher, so we got rid of that. Everything else I left aside for Pete so he can go through it to see what he needs. He's the one who kind of knows what goes and what not. And then towels. Oh my god, we have so many towels. Who knew? There's only 2 of us. I'm going to grace all of you with this beautiful view of my head. I honestly didn't realize that the camera was pointing right so close up to my head, and I have a weird shaped head, and I honestly don't understand why I have so many lumps and bumps and everything on it. I keep staring at it while I'm editing, and it's just so weird. Is this what people see when they're standing behind me? I'm pretty sure they're probably thinking like, oh my god, this guy has such a weird fat head. You know what? I changed my mind. Stop staring at me. Okay, I only put tape here. The paint is white, but I know it's gonna be like a little brighter than the walls. I didn't put any tape like here because it has like a little pattern, so I just kind of I'm gonna go very carefully doing that, but we'll see how this goes. And I am going to put like plastic on the floors so it doesn't stain anything. I 100% have to give props to people who do this, because I was barely in the sanding stage and I got super tired. My hands are not built for this. Obviously, I think the majority of them will use like a machine. I decided to just kind of do it with the sanding paper, but it was very tiring. I only did 2 of these, and for a 1-person job, like I said, this is not for me. So props to all the construction workers. I obviously wanted to do a little DIY, but I'm thinking for anything else for the house, I might hire somebody, although I might also want to keep getting the experience and kind of do it myself. I'm gonna see how these turn out, and if I like them, I will take it from there, but it's not looking very promising. Oh look, another beautiful close-up of my head. Okay, this is the first layer of paint, and trust me, it'll be the first of many. Even though I sanded it, because the wood is dark, I obviously was going to need several layers of it, so I think I did a total of 4. Okay, I forgot that I had taken stuff to storage, so meanwhile, I am going to sand the other side. I'm going to sand the other side because I still need the roller and stuff to paint that side. You might not notice it here, but I was actually already feeling pretty tired, but it was something that I had started, so it was something that I needed to finish. I didn't want to just keep sanding halfway through, although was I supposed to take off the paint before sanding, or was it okay to just sand it without taking off the paint, or just sand it and then painting it afterwards? I did clean it, and you know, I felt it was okay, but I'm not an expert. What do you guys think? Whoever knows this, was I supposed to remove the paint with, you know, obviously paint remover and then sand it, or it was the sanding okay without the paint removing? So we're gonna paint inside meanwhile, and paint the edges. See how that goes. I'm not usually used to doing any of this, but it needs to be done because we have been wanting it for a while. I hope they look really good, guys. I hope they look really modern or really like updated. I'm so tired of seeing all the black. Technically, I think it's brown, like a dark brown, but I'm tired of it. I know Pete's tired of it too. We just want to have the house looking modern, because it's a nice house. It's just they did such a shitty job, or they did such a bad job like making it. Like I feel like they cut so many corners where they didn't have to cut corners, and like it's biting us in the butt because of that. So I don't know, the paint job is definitely one of them. That they did such a bad job with the painting. And like lesson learned, whenever we get a new house, it's like we know what to look for. I forgot we need to put tape on this on the outside because we need to paint it. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking with putting the camera here, but because you can barely see me, but you know exactly what I'm doing. Of course, you can see my big old head still, but that first layer is looking like a naked wedding cake, but it's going. So we're doing the first layer, and they're gonna let it dry, and then we'll head on to the next one.
To ensure lightly touch a hidden area of the paint surface, if it feels dry and does not transfer to your fingers, it is likely ready for the next coat.
Okay, it's definitely gonna need another coat because it was from dark to light. We'll see.
Yeah. You did what?
I tried to do the inside with the paint first to give it like a
coat start.
Pero now that I'm doing it with the roller, it's like coming off because it wasn't dry. So I'm just gonna not bother. I just did the edges and that's it.
Yeah, just like o sea, nomás hacerlo pasado con el roller.
There was so much mess back here. There was napkins for the venue, there was towels, there was...
They just fell back there?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
A lot of lint. We need to like make it a habit of cleaning back there. Porque luego...
I think the second hamper we can just get rid of.
Yeah, I think
I don't know what is in there, but just get rid of it.
I was gonna tell you about the stuff that was in there.
Oh, you sanded it. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? Before you sanded it down. Oh, like, damn, I never noticed that.
What?
The way it looks. No, but I thought it was... Yeah, yo pensé que estaba todo rayado. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, why do I have so many little clips of this cake? It's because that day, they kept opening the door while I was recording, so you could see all the sunlight hit the cake. So I had like to redo it.
I hate when they do that. I'm honestly not sure what coat this is, either 1 or 2, but I'm really loving the way it's turning out. It's a huge difference from having such the dark color for so many years to having just the pure white. And trust me, this is like pure white. Like, maybe I should have done a natural, which I might come back and do that. Okay, this is what it's looking like so far. That's the first that's the first coat, and then we're doing the first coat on this one. Let them dry, give it about 2 hours, and then come back and do a second coat. And I might need to do a third coat, but we will see. So far, I'm liking it. And then I'm gonna ask my babe if he can sand the doors so that we can paint those as well. Okay, this is first coat. This one has first and a half coat, I guess, because I tried to do a second coat on this one, but I have to, I didn't wait for it to completely dry, but it does look whiter than that one. So on to the second coat. You notice how that looks obviously unfinished, the inside too. So I'll do the edges first, and then I will work my way around. I think I'm going to do the edges first, let it dry, and then do the middle part. That way that doesn't mess up. This is the second coat, and I had to put maybe like an hour timer in between before I could do it. Have you guys ever thought about where the term watching paint dry comes from? Because I definitely did, especially coming with this project, because I was so bored and a little frustrated having to wait for the paint to dry because it takes forever. I'm a very impatient person, and I wanted to just kind of do it quickly, but I honestly I had to wait because I did try it in a corner and the paint came off, or the paint wasn't dry enough, so it was like brushing off, and that was my fault. And I felt even more frustrated because I had to repaint that part. I let it dry, so it was just taking way longer than I wanted. I just kind of wanted to do this project in 3 hours, which obviously was not gonna be the case because, like I said, watching paint dry is no fun. I mean, I wasn't literally watching it dry, but I had to wait for it to dry and then come back and start it. So, you know, I had to catch up on my shows, which I did while I was watching it dry. Dancing through life.
Don't get me started.
The second coat for the inside, I think it barely dried just now, so we'll see. Holy, wish me luck. Pete went to go buy better brushes because the ones I had weren't great, and then the roller wasn't really working because it's such a small space. So we're going to see how these work. It's definitely going to need a third coat. After the second coat, I'm going to see how it looks. It doesn't, I mean, it's grasping it very, very well with these brushes. So that, I love that. Se está pescando muy bien.
See?
Yeah.
That is low.
Oh my god, yes.
Work. Russian work.
But definitely a third coat.
See?
I think. Well, I'm gonna see once it dries because you know it's different. But I think it does. It is gonna need a third coat. I personally do. Poor ladder. It's already all ugly. Babe, say hi to the camera.
Hola, bonjour. So this is what it's giving. It's giving white paint.
It made me realize that the paint, the actual paint for the house, isn't white. Like the actual
Like
cabinet.
an eggshell, right?
It's like an eggshell color.
Which is still good.
Because this is like pure white. The color's pure white, so it stands out
A lot more.
It stands out a lot. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I like it. It look really good in here. This one definitely looks good though. This is draggy outside for sure.
Yeah, the inside I didn't touch because it wasn't.
Oh yeah, you can see that here, like in this corner, still wet because the light hits it and it's all glossy. It looks all wet. Can't wait, guys. We're gonna have this shelves here and here, and then we already have like glass jars where we can put and display everything more aesthetically pleasing, and put things that don't need to be in other spaces up here, such as like underneath the kitchen sink or underneath our sink or any of that. They have like, they're gonna have its own proper spaces here, and then we'll just put the towels on the very top rack or shelf, and the second shelf will have like, you know, the detergent and Clorox and all that, but like in nice little jars and whatnot.
Which we've been wanting to do that for a little while already. I just never got to it. Okay, it is 2 in the morning, and I have one drawer or one cabinet, and then the other one over here. But oh my god, I'm so tired. I just want to finish them. They are pretty much done. I think I feel like they're going. The edges aren't. Are like the sides. I did like 2 coats. I've done like 4 coats on these, and oh my god. But let's go check out the end result of the cabinets. Here they are. They look really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna put the shelves yet because I want to put in like the washer and dryer because they're like just out there. But I do want to put the cabinets in already. I want to, or the doors, because I want to cover it, and I'm just waiting for them to dry, finish drying, so I can put this stuff on them and put them back in here.
The next day.
Okay, next day. Let me see. Turn on this. Turn on this. Okay, next day. I let it dry overnight. Give it another coat, and then I think I'm gonna give another coat to this side, and then here I did put some caulking in like the cracks, and for sure, and out here too. So this one needs a different coat as well. And then here I am going to put some shelves that I'm gonna work on right now. 2 shelves. I do want to give a huge disclaimer that I've never put shelves before, or I've never made shelves from scratch before. So here I am making what I would say is the base for the shelves, and I'm getting ready to cut them. I didn't record the cutting part because I obviously didn't think you needed to see it, because I probably forgot to record it. Okay, I meant to record it, but I didn't record it because it was super hot outside, and I just wanted to cut them and come back inside, because I'm not one to be outside in the super heat, and Texas heat is terrible. But here are the bases. I'm not gonna lie, using power tools makes me feel super butch, like if I've been doing this my entire life and I know exactly what I'm doing, which of course I don't. So with this, I did measure and I did do the correct steps, or what I thought were the correct steps, and in the end I feel like they came out pretty well. So what I'm doing is I'm drilling in some holes from the wood into the side of the shelves, because that is where they are going to be screwed into. Now, if you're a professional and you know exactly what you're doing, do not tell me I'm doing it wrong, because I already did it and there's no point in changing this. I'm going to put 2 of them here. I put them like 6.5 inches high. That way the shelf can be like in the middle of each. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm playing it by ear, I guess. So I already did that side, but I'm gonna do this side too. Now I'm gonna use a drill bit to. This is a 1/8. I actually had to ChatGPT this for the screw, and ChatGPT has been my friend for everything so far, or as of lately, like literally for everything. So 1/8. Now, moment of truth is will it stay? Oh my gosh! And will it level? Boom! 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 Oh my gosh! I love it! So now I gotta figure out how high I want the other one, because I want the other one about 12 inches from this. 12, yeah, 12 inches from this, I think. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I think I'm going to nail it first, and then I'm gonna put the screws. Kind of makes sense to me. Now I'm going to secure all of them with everything was going so great until we got to this top shelf. I didn't take into account that the Home Depot employee was not going to cut the wood exactly the size that I needed, and now it's stuck and I'm having so much trouble taking it out or putting it in there because it is about to scratch my paint. I need to go out and cut little pieces, which took me quite a while, and make it fit because it didn't. Okay, I had a little trouble with this one. I had to cut because when I cut them, or when they cut them like supposedly precisely, but now it's like crooked because I had to like sand it down and like do it because it didn't want to fit, and it even lifted some of the paint here, so I'm gonna have to repaint that. But it finally fit. And then the other one was a perfect fit, so don't they look beautiful? Now I just need to paint this, repaint that, nail these in. And let me just show you guys how everything's gonna look. Something like this. So, ta-da! I kind of want to leave them like that now. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stain them. I kind of like them like that. But I'll see what Pete says. Man, I do need to paint this though. Before I even nail these in, I need to paint that part. But other than that, I think we're almost done. Now it was time to finally put in our washer and dryer. I did put the cabinets back up. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did put the cabinets in. I let them dry completely, and then I gave them a different coat just because I wanted it to be like even brighter. So here I am trying to struggle in putting in that washer, which I was able to put in the hoses, hot and cold, but to me the biggest struggle was the dryer because it was so super heavy. And we're done. I need to do a touch up on this one. I forgot. And then I just need to put the door handles on those. But then I got these up. Does anybody's spouse suffer from never happy syndrome? I could have done without those, but I put them in because Pete wanted them. And then I put in the first one and he's like, well, I'm thinking I'm not gonna be able to reach them because the washer and dryer, you can reach them, bro. Like, you can reach them. But just for that, he's gonna be the one to paint them. I'm kind of done already. It got me so mad that he kind of like, well, you know what, dumb your damn self. But yeah, we're done, or I'm done. And then I'm just gonna rest and take a little break and see what I can do. The washer and dryer, I don't know if you can see, but the washer and dryer, they're kind of supposed to be in the center, but we like to put the hamper on the side, so we have to push them like more this way. I wish they could stay in the center so that, you know, it could kind of be even, but they're not, and it bothers me a little bit. But then we don't have anywhere else to put a hamper or to put that hamper, and kind of leave it as is. I'm gonna leave those empty. They don't have anything in them because I want Pete to put whatever he's gonna put in there. But other than that, yeah, that was today's project, guys. We will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel because I may or may not be doing other projects. This one I thought it was gonna be super easy, but kind of kicked my butt doing it by myself, and I don't know if I want to do the other ones by myself or just kind of hire somebody. But I don't know. We'll see.